course, 93.7 Abuja. 93.7 Citizen FM. Right on the hour of 4 o'clock. Rather, I'll say 4 p.m. Wherever you're listening in from, my name is Kene Ezepue. And this is Hello Abuja Music Show. Where you hear the freshest, the loveliest, and the biggest songs produced in Citizen FM studio. All the songs you'll be hearing in the course of this program today is produced right here in Citizen FM. So if you want a shot at it, you just have to come. Let's do it for you and promote it for you as well. All right, this is Ekene Ezepue right here on the microphone this evening, and I'm welcoming you on Hello Abuja Music Show, where we bring to you original songs produced right here in the studio, right here in Citizen FM. Of course, you know that Citizen FM now has a studio that is stationed right here in the city center, Central Business District, to make sure that we produce classic back-to-back music for you. And you know the difference is that any song we produce in Citizen FM studio right here, we equally promote it. Yeah, we promote. So that's the advantage you have as an artist. If you know you're an artist in the Federal Capital Territory and you want to be a popular star, you have to come run along to Citizen FM studio right here in Labour House, Central Business District, 4th floor, and come and have a shot at it, right? Yeah, come and have a shot at the stardom, all right? That's the reason why we are here. That's why we are here. That's why we have a radio station to make sure that we make you a star. Yes, that star you've been craving for. You want to be popular? So get on this particular bandwagon, carrying people to stardom. Make sure you get a shot at it so that we make you a star. Yeah, we have a studio in Abuja right now, where we have the best equipments, like imported from the outside of the country, to make sure that we produce classic music for your listening pleasure. All right, don't forget that this is 93.7 Citizen FM right here in the city center of Abuja. Today we'll be discussing a couple of things that has to do with security. But before I go further, let me drop it like it's hot right about now, because when we talk about music produced in the studio, right here in Citizen FM studio, we have to start giving you a test of it so that you'll be the first to check it out, all right? Now, this one is from Gifted. He called this one Endorsement, produced right here in the studio of Citizen FM, right here in Abuja City Center, Central Business District, 4th floor, Labour House. Let's go. Let's hear Gifted when he dropped this one called Endorsement. Let's enjoy it. We'll be right back.
brother. I'm alright, brother. Holy Jano, where we starting from, brother? Holy Jano, where we started from. All over the town, they know. All over the town, they know. I be that boy where they up your water, that boy where they say planting for them sweet. I be that boy where they up ugu, that boy where they say planting for them sweet. Oluwa endorse me, Nobody can stop me, Aje. 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 I'm a shining light in the dark. I'm unstoppable like a moving train. Overtaking is allowed. It's my time to take over. Brother. She music is a go. I'm still chasing Alabama Mula. When I go trenchy. Oluwa bless me, may them see my face so. Oluwa bless me, may them see my face so. It's not my face too, brother. Oluwa endorse me, Nobody can stop me, Aje. Oluwa endorse me, Nobody can stop me, Aje. Oluwa endorse me, Nobody can stop me, Aje. Oluwa endorse me, Nobody can stop me, Aje.
That's a very lovely song from Gifted. He called that one Endorsement. Oluwa endorse me, Oluwa endorse me. And that's what we do right here in Citizen FM's music studio. Make sure that we give you the best quality productions. Make sure that we give you that promotion as well. So one good thing is that when you're producing with us in Citizen FM music studio, you have your promotion straight away banging on our radio station on the airwave. Of course, you know that's a plus for you. So if you know that you want to be a star, come right here in Citizen FM at Central Business District and book a session with us. Labor House, 4th floor, right colors 081-4096-0675. All right, 081-4096-0675. So you can book a session right here in Citizen FM Music Studio. All right, now that's a very lovely song from Gifted. He called that one Endorsement, and we'll be playing a couple of more songs produced right here in Citizen FM Music Studio for your listening pleasure. To make sure that you hear it first time, you be the judge, all right? When you hear quality production, you know, all right? All right, before we get on with the topic of today's program on Hello Abuja, we want to play one more song, then we open up this Pandora's box to make sure that you contribute. But before then, we want to let the cat out of the bag right now. We'll say our topic today is insecurity in the Federal Capital Territory. We want to discuss insecurity. We want to feel your pulse, we want to know what you're passing through, where you're living, and we want to make sure that the authorities get to hear your plight on this platform, all right? Wherever you are, whatever you're facing that has to do with insecurity in the Federal Capital Territory, you let us know, all right? Just let us know. Share your stories with us. Those of you facing one chance, the sixth one in town now, they call it one chance. if you've been a victim before, or maybe your loved one, one way or the other has experienced such thing, let us know. So we know that some threats is actually crawling around town. All right. Yeah, of course we need to. That's why we have Hello Abuja. It's all about you and I, what we pass through on a daily basis in the Federal Capital Territory. That's why it's Hello Abuja. All right. That's what this platform is all about. Now, if you've been a victim of other insecurities, like we know, people not used to go to houses these days to steal money from people and maybe rob people of their personal belongings. They go outrightly to go and kidnap people. That is what I heard that is going on in the Federal Capital Territory right now. All right. It's no longer the time that when you hear that kick in your door, those unwanted visitors, those robbers, that's okay, maybe they are going to go cut away maybe with your belongings, maybe your laptops, maybe your phones or jewelries. These days it's all about when you hear that kick, they are coming to kidnap you. And it's happening right here in the Federal Capital Territory. So those are the things that we'll be discussing right here on Hello Abuja. That's going to form the bulk of our topic today. But let's go and take this one from J. Rich. He called this one Go Hard or Go Home. All right? Yeah, are we going to go hard on this insecurity in Abuja, or are we going to go home? Let's hear what this music is saying. When we return, we discuss more on it. Then we open up our phone lines so you can contribute your experiences and maybe what you've noticed around your locality, where you live or where you stay. But I'll also be opening up some kind of worms that I have here, right here, some informations as well, so we can share and learn how to go about our businesses safely. Let's go hard on this one with Jerry. She'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. It's still Hello Abuja Music Show on Citizen 93.7 FM Abuja. Let's go and come back shortly, all right?
Go home, Jerry Chado Boy Pondes. Hey, they say go hard or go home. Me, I no one go home. If you go home, you go bro. Me, I no one go bro. And mama say, they say go hard or go home. Me, I no one go home. Me on the road. If you go home, you go bro. Me on the road. Me, I no one go bro. Me, I no one go bro. So me, I got chase me. I got to chase me. So me, I got go hard. I got to go hard. And I can't start for the rabbi. I can't start for the rabbi. Got to make money for my brother. Make money for my many things on tour. You know. But I have to keep it on cool. You know. If I speak, then go know. Many safe, no one know. Many safe, no one. So I steady push my P on the low key. Pray so hard to G.O.D. Make I get the money, get that plenty. Make I get that plenty. They say go hard or go home. Me, I know one go home. Me, I know one go. If you go home, you go bro. If you go home, you go bro. Me, I know one go bro. They say go hard or go home. Me, I know one go home. Me, I know one go home. If you go home, you go bro. If you go home, you go bro. Me, I know one go bro. When I get the money, make I feel comfort. Lord, give me money, we go give me comfort. Lord, I beg you, forgive all my flaws. Steady go hard, I don't risk it all. Can't live like us, I live it all. I show my dice, I did wait for six. I show my dice, Loki, I did find my peace. As a bad boy, I can't get my cheese. At the same time, I did pray to my cheese. Steady pray to my cheese. 247, I did work for my cheese. So I don't go home. Me, I no one go home. Me, I no one go. If you go home, you go broke. Me, I no one go broke.
Right, it's still Hello Abuja Music Show right here on 93.7 FM Abuja. Now let's go hard or go home. Of course, we're gonna give this criminals a good run for their money in this FCT. But we want to know your awareness. What do you really know about some safety tips that you have to imbibe to make sure that you and your loved ones are safe always? Right now, I have this one that you have to be doing, some safety tips that you have to make sure that you imbibe to make sure that you and your loved ones are always safe. All right. Now, a lot of people are so used to dropping their kids, off to school. Of course, when school resumes, you see some of those things happening. Now, the schools are not in session at the moment, but we want to make sure that when school resumes, you will be doing the right things to make sure that insecurity doesn't thrive in the Federal Capital Territory anymore. All right. Now, these tips are when you drop your words off to school, make sure that you are the one that is dropping them. All right. If it has to do with people that lives with you, make sure you introduce them to the school authority. All right. Make sure you introduce them. Make sure they know those people that will be coming to drop them and those people that will be coming to pick them from school after school hours. All right. Now, these are some of the tips. This one has to do with your family because in Citizen FM we so much care about people and family. We so much care about families to make sure that families are doing the right things for the safety of their families. All right. Now, I have these other safety tips for people that are encountering kidnappers from time to time. Yeah, it's actually like a norm in the FCT right now. We used to hear it maybe from the northeast that kidnappers have kidnapped maybe some couple of people and all that. We used to hear it from afar. But right now in the FCT, it's like a norm. Like, it's like what happens every other day. Of course, you've heard it. If it hasn't happened to you, maybe it has happened to someone that you know. Yes. Now, if you come back alive, that's a story for another day. If you come back alive, you make it back home alive, that means a fortune must have left you. It's happening in this FCT. Of course, you should know that. Right? Now, when you're hearing things like this happening or going on, you shouldn't wait until it happens to you before you start taking those steps to make sure that you're safe. Now, people say, yes, it used to happen, but it happens only to the people that lives in satellite towns, that lives in maybe Kubwa, maybe people that lives in Karusites, or maybe Lugbe, and all that. But it's a fat lie. The truth is that it's happening right here in Asokoro. It's happening in Maitama. I've heard about stories from some vigilantes discussing how they are helping, some policemen. I don't know whether I'm going too far on this information, but the truth is that we just have to know that, things are really happening in the FCT. We have to open your eyes. Yeah, of course, they were showing some policemen the routes that these kidnappers used to follow when they kidnapped their victims and all that. Yes, in Asokoro, in Metama, yes, those places that you see like they are secured, but nobody is safe in this city anymore. Now, if it can happen in Asokoro, of course, it can actually happen right there where you are. All right. Now, what are those tips? What are those things that you're doing to make sure that you're safe, you're secured, that nothing happens to you or your loved ones? Of course, when people are discussing about insecurity, you have to pay attention to those particular discussions because, sometimes those things that happens to those people, they are not premeditated. It's not something that they saw coming. Some of them just happened just like that and just like that, But the worst of it is that some people say that the reason why maybe when you end up paying ransom, they'll say go ahead to kill the victim, maybe because the victim noticed a particular person that maybe he or she, he was able to identify somebody among those criminals and, they'll just go ahead to do the unthinkable. But we don't pray that we fall victims to these things. But what is not all about praying that we don't fall victims. What are those steps that you're taking? When we open our phone lines, you start telling me, like, I know that people are doing, getting extra help. They say that police can be everywhere. Of course, you know that it's no longer a news that Nigerian police are understaffed. Yeah. They're actually on the staff, so you don't expect that police will be everywhere at the same time, but you can work with police. You can get vigilantes. We have some private vigilantes, registered private vigilantes that can actually help. And then, on another note, some people actually go to patronize people that doesn't have the prerequisites, like some of these equipments that they would use to combat crime. They don't have it, but they'll still go ahead to employ those kind of vigilantes, maybe with bow and arrows. And I'll be asking, what will someone with bow and arrow do to someone with AK-47? That's the question. But I'll be opening, we'll still play some of the songs that we produce right here in the studio, Citizen FM Music Studio right here in the city center of Abuja. Central Business District, 4th floor, Labour House. Make sure you call us to book a session in the studio, music studio. If you are an artist, you want to be popular, the good thing with us is that when we produce your songs, we promote it, all right? If you have a session with us, a track, an album, whatever session, any song we produce, we promote. So that's what stands us out from other studios that you know. All right. So we know that the reason why you should be out there is when we promote you. All right. Yes. Call us right now. Book a session 08140960675. All right. I'll call it again 08140960675. All right. Now let's go and get this one from this one is actually a very wonderful song from MSA, most sought after artist, and he called this one Amos. It's actually a rap artist, so just enjoy it. When we return, we'll still be discussing insecurity in the FCT. Please stay.
Shout out to OGs who thought we never make it. It's UVR, SBK on the beat. You know what I'm saying? I swear they grind when don't see God, no go shame us. Too many bullets them throw, but enough it aim us. Never cast pearls or swine, enough it stain us. Lyrical beasts in this game, hip hop tame us. We don't decline, broken shackles, nothing chain us. Shit on this fame, my money stinks like an anus. I'd rather cast nets than dine with us entertainers. Make the prophecy get real, now maybe Amos. Say who no start well, not follow for the head count. When we they break bread, some they busy, they be get clout. I take my stand as a soldier, no be Girl Scout. It's a lonely road to the top, so I took the best route. Borrow a few old scopes, I follow who no road. I try to keep them solo from fellas, conceive own goals. You know the code and ethics, all man for himself. So I aspire to get my own mark to the shelf. This love is sharing, but this lion keeps the bug to himself. I stand tall above my dreams like a hawk to an elf. Life not race. When even cripples they run, I realize and I by grace every eagle they storm. Redo me some, see I try hide my face, but the way these jewels they come. First me to trivialize what's in these feebles they front. The back and forth with the argument. But I come to crash the course just to get paid for my argument. If it's lack of course, rest assured the next man will take a cake and start sovereign. The heart of man is wicked, watch what you're harboring. If not for relevance, we probably would have been devalued in the eyes of many, but times change. Now we getting served bucket of eyes and Henny. Gamble from the rooftop, rolling dice for every penny. Leave men with goosebumps. You know the matter is plenty, especially when gentleman is not doing it gently. On my one shall I eat, but the price they ain't paying. I got mine paid in full. Stop playing for this. More to this journey than mere twinkle little stars. Men they aim for the moon, but I'm hitting every single bar. Drunk off the galaxy and made me a superstar. The sticks gone beyond beef. This is king of the Ruga bar. Save me a prayer. It's like I'm caught in a Buddha spar. As we dey grind, we don't see God, no go shame us. Too many bullets them throw, but enough it aim us. Never cast pearls as swine, them nothing stain us. Lyrical beasts in this game, hip hop tame us. We don't decline, broken shackles, nothing chain us. Shit on this fame, I'm on it stinks like an anus. I'd rather cast net, make man on feet to be slave. I'm only human with the flaws, vying to accord. This wild emotions they applaud. I try strike violence in this world of power struggle, where the only thing we're mad not the plug or the duffel. It's really awful and ironic how we do all import shit, but it's vanity. I see men who trade their peace for insanity. It's such a parody how we misplace our priorities. Can't practice what we preach while basking on this heat. This cat is out of reach for the bread and that not a hitch. When the blood in the gap, trust not burden like a wording. I done heard this job, growing beyond limitations, no longer burden the cap. I don't let you like a dandruff infested hair. I scaled through all the tantrums, now I'm back as the air. To lit this patch from the lair, glued to the rules of true religion, how I go despair. Knowing I'm blessed with the pen to keep painting this perfect pictures. I reap seeds sown from stems of harder scriptures. My target reaches for a broader spectrum. Niggas get peace to know the lead, but I give them the restroom. Trapped in the world of pitfall, but still feeling this vacuum. Patient the saying I virtue, but I'm done patient the station while seeking miseducated inculcation. So I sought to take refuge from the broken congregation. I built my reputation using stumbling blocks to make up the foundations to my designation. So many pray for my relegation, but I double the odd, crumble the thought. Cause in this game there ain't no such thing as resignation. I'm designated to speed bars if you resonate with. Elongated by discards, I'm correlating. This procreation I emanate from dissociating from the green snakes and knows a patient who's out dictating. She Eve the horse on our beats, we all put on rights to the occasion. As we dey grind, we don't see God, no go shame us. Too many bullets them throw, but enough it aim us. Never cast pearls as swine, them nothing stain us. Lyrical beasts in this game, hip hop tame us. We don't decline, broken shackles, nothing chain us. Shit on this fame, I'm on it stinks like an anus. I'd rather cast nets than dine with us entertainers. Make the prophecy get real, now me be Amos.
All right, this is Amos from Most Sought After. Yes, of course, this particular song is actually produced right here in Citizen FM Music Studio. Of course, we've gone abroad. We've bought some wonderful equipment to make sure that you get quality production, music production right here in the FCT. So come and make sure that you take advantage of this opportunity. If you want to be a star, you want to get people dancing to you, that lovely song, of course, we are here for you. All right, call us, hit us up. This particular song you heard from MSA, Most Sought After, 40960675. So you can book a session. Now, before we went for that particular music break, we were discussing about what you should be doing